Hello everyone, my name is Olga. I've been a member of this BioLadies group for the last 3 years, I believe. I know Iris through a friend of mine, as we both worked for Department of Energy and Climate Change a few years back, and I was really enjoying all the meetups that we had. I just wanted to show that I bought my first toothbrush made of bamboo, not plastic. So I'm very made in Sweden. So I'm very happy about my new toothbrush. Right. Today's presentation is about microfibrillated cellulose made by Stora Enso, which is a company based in Finland. So a bit of a background on the company. So headquartered in Helsinki, but they have offices in other countries like Asia, South America, and the US. Founded around 30 years ago and have around 30,000 employees. They also are proud to have one of the best sustainability reports as been rated by the World Business Council on Sustainable Development. So if you ever need a kind of a good benchmark for sustainability reports, you can find it on the World Business Council for Sustainable Development website, and it's a good template to use. So what you see on this slide on the left is a picture of a red truck. And it's going to be, at the moment they're testing it, it's going to be a self-driving truck that they'll be using for transporting wood chip from sawmills in Finland and Sweden. And they're testing it now. And on the right, you see this beautiful campus. It's a university in Singapore. And it's currently being built with Stora Enso as a partner. And it's one of the largest universities in the world made of sustainable wood. So what are the products that they make, the company Stora Enso? You can see a snapshot here, and quite a lot, from bio-based chemicals to corrugated packaging solutions. And yes, it all comes from sustainably managed forests in Northern Europe. Nordic softwood, so the wood doesn't come from chopping down trees somewhere in the Amazon rainforest. And yes, we're all experts in bioproducts, so I won't be going into much detail about it. But as you know, the applications vary from industrial chemicals, cleaning products, solvents could be used in. These products would be used for fragrances and obviously packaging in so many other applications. So what is microfibrillated cellulose? So it's basically cellulose, but it's really tiny. So when you be thinking about normal cellulose, it's 1 to 3 millimeters long, each fiber. So this one is broken down to smaller parts. It's like nano cellulose, and it looks different from cellulose. It's just like you can see on the right in a glass. It's actually what it is. It's like a gel, and then on the kind of in the center of the slide, you'll see how much smaller it is. So this little kind of green threads coming out, just shows how much smaller it is than the normal cellulose. And of course, this is in terms of the environmental impacts, why it's better. Because you need basically less raw material to produce more packaging, more sort of MFC, more outputs than the normal cellulose. So that's kind of reducing the environmental impact of the production. And on the right, you see the picture of the milk box. So that's been already applied. It's been used. MFC was used to enhance the packaging material for liquids, not just milk, but also juices, soups, and other types of beverages. And yes, it's been used already in some applications. So what they are doing now, they were quite successful. They managed to get funding from H&M and IKEA. And also from Swedish Energy Agency to build the demonstration plant, and the commissioning is planned for the spring, for April. And there's some big sponsors behind them, so that's going to be a demonstration plant, not the full-scale production, well, full scale, but on a smaller scale, because it's still considered innovation technology. And the other joint partner to this project is a company called Tree to Textile, based in Sweden. Oh, the plant will be based in Sweden. And so the whole process was already certified by a third party, so it is sustainable. To have done their life cycle assessment studies, and in a nutshell, so in terms of, again, the positive impacts, we have lower energy consumption, we have lower chemical usage in the production, and all the chemicals, the factory have been reused. Yes, so the Tree to Textile is the company it's one of the project managers of this plant. And it's a very interesting company in its own way, because you can see from the name it's textile. So they are planning to use MFC for sustainable materials and sustainable textiles. And the picture didn't come up. So I had a lovely picture here, basically showing, I'm not sure why, basically showing that they became partners to the United Nations Climate Change Charter for Climate Action. It's a networking collaborative platform for manufacturers of textile, clothing, and so on, where they got together under the umbrella of the United Nations to develop a plan on how they're going to meet the 2050 low carbon targets. And yeah, well, I'm not sure why, but they had a photo here of about this charter, United Nations Climate Change Action Plan. So, and here are some useful links to Stora Enso, who is behind this technology, Tree to Textile, and the Passion for Climate Change Action. So I believe that's 7 minutes. I'm just on time. Very happy to answer your questions.